Recently in a topic, Heartsy Artsy brought up the question of what pony are you most like? And I thought of what a great time to reminisce about my own family and what ponies each of us are like. It's a topic that's been on my mind before, but I could never and still can't figure out all of the members of the family and who each of us is like. As far as Heartsy Artsy is concerned, I do allow and encourage this video to be downloaded, edited, and put back up on her channel with her audio added and with her visuals added, and maybe toss in some clips or pictures or whatever else she wants to have fun with. But I am also going to put it up on my channel as a standalone video. My grandmother was very much a rarity type, generous and creative, skilled in sewing and quilting and cooking. Anything that uses creativity she had skills in, and she had the natural generous personality, willing to give her time and skills and efforts to just about anybody who asked of her. It wasn't unusual for her to spend hours baking home-baked cookies or sewing some kind of special project and giving it away to the trash man or the mailman or the banker or whatever other member of the community might appreciate her hard work. She made lots of wonderful quilts, Halloween costumes, clothes, handbags, any article of clothing a person could possibly wear, or any item of accessory that could accessorize with clothing. She all knew how to sew by hand, with incredible time, effort, and detail. She could also make puppets and stuffed animals. So that lands her the place of rarity on my list of pony comparisons. My grandfather, the person that she married, is very much like Pinkie Pie, always joking and clowning around. He enjoyed Marx Brothers and Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, and every other old comedy team of that era. He loved telling his jokes no matter how many times he told them, and he loved hearing jokes no matter how many times he heard them. He was always laughing and pranking and bringing people smiles. He was very slow to temper, but when he did get angry, you really knew that you had messed up. So imagine, if you will, Rarity marrying Pinkie Pie. Both Rarity and Pinkie Pie have now passed away in my life, and my family goes on without them. My mother, she's a combination of the kindness and love for animals and ability to handle children well that we see from Fluttershy, as well as the hard-workingness and the honesty that we see from Applejack. She also enjoys gardening, being close to the earth, doesn't mind getting messy, and is hard-working. So she's very much the Applejack member of the family. Picture, if you will, Rarity having a daughter, and that daughter being Applejack. Then we get into my father. The pony that most reminds me of my father is not only the habits of Goldie Delicious, but also the personality of Cranky Doodle Donkey. I think that very well suits him. And then we finally get to me, I'm creative and funny, but also often unappreciated, a little bit nerdy, and often left out of the activities that other people do. In many ways, I feel like I relate to Spike, the one who tries to be included but is often not needed, but who's always there for his friends when they need him. I got a little bit of Rainbow Dash's loyalty, Fluttershy's kindness, and Applejack's honesty, as well as Rarity's creativity. I feel that most of the time I find myself relating to Spike, so in answer to your question, I'm mostly Spike. But I do have the personalities and traits of other characters. Characters like Pinkie Pie and Discord, who know how to be funny and have a good time, as well as characters like Rarity, who enjoys being creative. I love taking pictures, being close to nature, and doing various artistic projects that involve storytelling. I love coming up with good ideas, and when people need a creative solution for a problem, I usually have one, even if my creativity can often be overly ambitious, and I have to learn to just sort of step back and do what I'm capable of doing, not the overly ambitious project I want to do. Often have out-of-the-box solutions. It's not just Spike and a tiny piece of Discord. There's also a little bit of Octavia in there, a little bit of photo finish, and even a tiny bit of the dorkier side of Shining Armor, and also the neglected by her friends side of Moon Dancer. I see myself as not just one pony or one character, but little bits and pieces of multiple characters all put together, and maybe even a few others that I haven't thought of and didn't mention yet. Even the video gamer in me is representative of the fandom's interpretation of button mash. And there's also the disability side that we get from Stoodaloo. Anyhow, I'm not sure how well that answered your question, but at least I had a chance to talk about it. Let me know what you think in a video edit of this video, or you can put your comments in the section below. Thank you for watching, and good night.